names have attributes and energies, frequencies that correspond with it. And therefore, a person can be stigmatized by the name that they're being called on, or sometimes we outgrow that attribute. And then the name we're being called on can kind of put a constraint on us and impose on us in ways where we won't be able to grow.
Yo, I thought about that. I think about that all the time. Sometimes I want to go back to my birth name, which is London, because I feel that way about Deelishis sometimes. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Nah, it's all good, because names invoke or provoke ideas, energies, or even personalities. So
is that why I'm a hoe to people? Oh, yeah, I'm calling myself Deelishis. My name is London. Okay, go ahead.
Nah, it's real, because like if somebody called me Mike, right, or that would be somebody in my household from young, right, and I would respond to them, and there'd be no defense mechanism whatsoever. That'd probably be my grandmother. Right. You dig what I'm saying? Right. So if you said Mike or Mickey, I would be like, all defenses down. I don't gangbang, because that personality doesn't gangbang whatsoever. Right. If you say Cavity, I'm more aggressive.
Killer.
So
I get it.
It stands to reason. We all have multiple personalities. So each name demands or warrants a certain level of attention and zealousness towards that attribute. So with Polight, I wanted people to call on something that I wanted to reflect or share upon other people's minds.
Just like Deelishis, for the most part.
You know what? And I like to use that in a positive form when you hear the name Deelishis, but I swear to God, it just doesn't
resonate.
No, it just comes off very seductive.
I think it's great though, because oftentimes, like in the genre of work that I do, because I drive a Bentley or I live in Beverly Hills or I wear these clothes, I'm not supposed to be intelligent. You dig? So sometimes people say in the community or the demographic that I appeal to, they say, that's the white man's clothes. You know, how you going to be smart and conscious and you driving the white man's car. But they may drive a Toyota also made by white people. You know what I'm saying? They may wear Paylor shoes made by white people, but because mine is Versace, it's a crime. So I really know what it's really about. Right. You dig? So you spoke to me when you was like, the things that people say on social media.
Oh my God, yeah.
It really spoke to me, because there's like a status quo being imposed upon people that's just doing their best. Like, the whole world can't be on our shoulders. It's for each person to contribute to this world and impress other people. So, like in the world that I'm from, or the demographic that I cater to, they oftentimes try to limit me. But I think the beauty about what I do, oftentimes we see conscious people or spiritual people as being synonymous with poor people. So what I attempt to accomplish when I contribute to the community is to say, well, the drug dealer, when you see a person, like sometimes I put up images with me holding 100 grand, right? And they say, but he's smart, why is he doing that? And I do it because normally if you see that 100 grand, you think sports, music, entertainment, you think drug dealer, you think rapper or something to that extent. Absolutely. But I write books and I teach people how to manage their finances, and I'm a celebrity mentor. So
are you serious?
Yeah. So
that's so dope.
Why should they get all the glory? Not that I'm mad, you know, but why can't we think of an author when we see a brother with a lot of money?
Because most authors don't look like that.
Exactly. Or why we can't think about author or someone teaching finances when you see stacks of money. So
now that makes sense though.
I do it because it's psychological. So what you're doing, I think is important. I think Deelishis is important.
Thank you.
Because you're showing that intellect can be coupled with sexuality. And when you try to suppress people's sexuality, you suppress their creativity. So I love it. Like, I'm here like thoroughly impressed, listening and watching. You're making me proud, because it's important, because just like how intelligent people or religious people kind of put themselves in a place where if I want to be religious, it almost has to be synonymous with poverty. It's almost like if someone is as beautiful as you cannot be intelligent. It's almost like, look, if you're going to be intelligent, then don't be sexy. And
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
The criminals coming up with that are the ones who are insecure about themselves, or literally ugly. Like ugly people create that.
They do. Because of their own ugly. I'm sorry, you gotta blame your mom and dad. I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair.
I think it's important, because it's about presentation and appeal. Like you have a better chance to me raising the minds or the consciousness of the people than the person who may not have the same sex appeal.
Really?
I think you have a more profound disposition. Like, if the opportunity to learn from you or somebody else came, and a person who may not be as attractive, I think we have to encourage, of course, everybody to be conscious, right? But we have to put more of the onus on people who look like you, because I would listen. Like, if my second grade teacher looked like you, I would pass. Like, it's just a fact. It's just true.
And that's what I have my degree in.
And we shouldn't. What's that?
I have an English degree. I was supposed to be a teacher.
That's crazy.
Look, and this is what I end up doing.
Yeah, so I think we shouldn't deviate from it. I think we have to encourage people to appear. Like, when I'm teaching, I always tell people, I think women should show some legs, some thighs. Don't be conservative. Don't show your nipples, right?
Right.
But, you know, I believe personally that we should allow people to express themselves sexually, because it makes people more easier to work with and communicate with. You know, a lot of people they have this, like, we may wear a chain, we might drive a nice car. These are appendages to our personality. It just demonstrates what we are.
I was just about to say that. So I go to Paris last month or whatever, and I expect to see a lot of things about romance and you know, statuesque, you know, all the buildings and all the art and statues or whatever. And what I really zoned in on is the freedom that's there. Like, people look so different, and I know it's a tourist attraction, so this can mean because the people are from so many different places, but the people who actually worked in Paris, and the people who lived there, and who taught there, and who's just there, they were comfortable just identifying with themselves, and the clothes that they wore were just an expression of them. That's just what I want. It doesn't mean that I'm poor or I'm broke or I'm seductive or whatever. It just means that this is what I wanted to wear today. The women who wore short skirts, it was because, you know what? It's hot today and I wanted to wear a short skirt and it looks nice on me. The man who wore a jogging suit as opposed to a business suit decided that this is a casual day for me and this is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Nothing identified with things of negativity, or even you know, putting someone in a box or in a column and saying this person must fall under this or this person must fall under that. No, they looked at it that, yo, they just having an outfit. You know what I'm saying? Their hairstyle is just, that's what they chose. And I was just like, oh my God, that freedom. Even women who were seductive in their appearance or whatever, they didn't create perceptions and make them realities just because of, you know, what they had on. It was just that woman, that man, that you know, teenager, whatever. And it was so dope. Like, I could wake up and not have to get all made up, or I could wake up and get all made up, and it would just, you know, be me.
I think you're a revolutionary, and the reason why I say you're a revolutionary is because there's a different context towards liberating ourselves. In 2015, that